Hello everyone, welcome back to more Among the Embers for part 3 of the first Outpost. Now, as usual, I'd like to thank Modiphius for creating this wonderful gaming system, the charming people at Star Trek Online for allowing us to use some of their assets, and Fury of the Seraph on DeviantArt, who... No, it's the first Outpost. It's a pun, dude.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Fury of the Seraph on DeviantArt, who provided the templates to create the dedication plaque for the Nightingale. But we're not with the USS Nightingale currently. We are finishing up our interlude mission with the Imperial Romulan warbird Firehawk. And things aren't going so well. Now, if you were watching last week, you may be aware that we had some nasty technical difficulties. So, I'll go into a little more detail than usual in the recap. The Firehawk arrived in orbit of the planet Delphi RD4, the last known outpost of the Takan Empire. After shooting down a ship which turned out to be a Crusade scout ship, the transported party on the surface managed to locate Portal 63, the last known Takan, but things were made more complicated by the arrival of several Crusade troopers with the apparent intent of either killing or kidnapping the Takan. After seemingly disabling them, the Crusaders managed to get back to their feet and severely wounded the Takan before the good Commander Milduno, was able to beam both the party and Takan up to the Firehawk. But not all is well, because although the Crusaders are apparently trapped on the surface, the Firehawk has just lost all power due to either sabotage or, even worse, the possibility that the Crusaders may have gained control of the Taconian energy dampening field on the surface. So, you have to escape is the main thing, and you also need to find what information you can from Portal 63. All to look forward to. Now, we do technically have a full house this week, but our bold security officer has had an attack of real life, and will be here a little later.
As it happens.
Yes, well. So, did I miss anything?
No, that pretty much covers it.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
I mean, I could go into nitty-gritty detail, but I wouldn't change what you said.
So, current situation. We have the commander on the bridge. We have chief engineer and medical officer are in engineering, having just done some fancy tricks to heal the Takan.
I just got semi-concussion healed in sickbay.
Yep. And your chief of security is somewhere being creepy, as ex-Tal Shiara wont to do.
We can definitely use that to our advantage while 10 is out. Saying that that she's like doing stuff behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much my plan. So, Commander.
Yes.
What is your plan of action? Your ship just lost power. Which means they are decloaked and helpless in the orbit of a planet which, by the way, is near Federation space and you're not really supposed to be here. Although the bigger concern is probably the fact that that Crusader scout ship probably came from somewhere.
All right. I'm on the bridge, correct? I think you said that.
Correct.
Okay. So I ask whoever's running science, going, "What the heck just happened? How we lose power?"
I don't know, sir. We're just not getting any power from the Singularity Core. This shouldn't be possible.
No, it shouldn't. Who fouled up? Engineering. Any idea why we lost power?
If I were to hazard a guess, I would say that someone has taken control of the Outpost's energy drain weaponry, but without power, I can't really tell you for sure.
Do we have anything for arming weapons or something?
With all due respect, Commander, at the moment I'm just trying to keep life support online, much less power our weapons or shields.
What about at least putting some emphasis into the cloaking device?
That would also require more power than we currently have available. But I'll try.
Cloaking device is pretty power hungry. Especially
Do
over
we-
there.
Commander, do we have any portable power generators?
Would I know that?
That'd probably be a question for the chief engineer to ask. Although actually you're operations officer, so you would know, in fact, that would be more your department. Right. What are you after specifically? What do you want them to do?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I was just asking if we had any portable power generators so we can, like, try to get some kind of power back. At least to the Singularity Core. If not to just certain specific systems, such as weapons.
Well, and there's two possibilities. Which I'm going to make your rolls work out.
Alright.
So that will be a reason engineering check. Difficulty of 1.
Alrighty. Could my EPS focus apply?
No, this is more about the Singularity Core, so...
Okay. Let's see how this turns out.
I believe Aaron... Yes, Lieutenant Aaron, you actually have Singularity Core knowledge. You would be able to make this roll with that focus. I believe you're both in engineering because you went down to check on him. Sub-Commander. Check on the Tacon.
Yes, after I got my head patched up.
Yeah.
I can assist.
Go for it. Same rolls.
Alrighty.
Assist is just 1 dice, right?
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
He's gonna need it.
No kidding.
Double 18s. Wow.
Oh,
What the
That's a
dealio?
19. Guys.
Come on!
Alright, well, I guess you have no idea what's going on. Yep, you haven't the foggiest.
I would
This
like
is-
to
this is
invoke
so-
Servitor.
You know, you do actually have that. So, yeah, go for it.
Yay. We might not be totally destroyed.
Will you? That's a little bit of a stretch in its circumstances. Veteran, studious. I'll be nice. I feel like it's a stretch, but go ahead and use it anyway.
Yay. That's better.
Oh,
Okay.
lovely.
There you go. That gets your momentum back. So you're up to 3. Alright. Verlac, you're kind of all at sea here. It's like, okay, we don't have power. This makes no sense. We could try and get some portable generators up and do something with that, right? And the lieutenant, you're good with singularity cores. You're good with Romulan power systems. You practically helped to build. Actually, you did help to build this thing, didn't you?
Why, yes. Euron did, in fact, help build this ship.
So, it's probably fair to say that you know more about this particular singularity core than anyone else aboard. Possibly more about singularity cores, period. There's a reason you were picked for this, even though you're not Romulan.
Yes,
I mean,
well.
Technically, the Phoenix Convocation is a little less racist than most Romulan factions, but it's still... Anyone who's not Romulan is kind of second class.
It's hard to get out of that old mentality so quickly.
Yep. So, I mean,
to be fair,
there's a couple of Raymans, there's you as a Bomarathi, stuff like that, but there's a reason you were picked for this. And you know immediately that there's 2 possibilities here for what happened. First is, if this is the Taconian energy drain on the surface, portable generators will not make a damn difference, because the entire ship will have been drained.
And as soon as we plug in the generators, it'll just drain them too.
Yeah.
Exactly. The alternative is that someone has done something to the Singularity Core itself, which is, well, as far as you know, should be impossible, but, there's a lot of impossible stuff going on at the moment. Which, in that case, it means that all of the power being generated by the Singularity Core is being drained or fed into something else. Because if you remember, you cannot turn off a Singularity Core. It's the big difference between a Romulan power core and the power cores used by pretty much everyone else. A warp core you can shut down, because, hey look, it's a matter-antimatter reaction, and sometimes you have to cool that off. You can't turn off a black hole.
Yeah.
That's
So
gonna make it a little bit difficult.
Either way, there's some freaky stuff going on, and the idea of trying to throw more power into the system at the moment feels dodgy. Because you don't know what it'll do. The best case scenario is that your powers, the generators will turn off immediately. For all you know, it could, if something's happened to the Singularity Core itself, it could end up just feeding everything into a big ball and then blowing up the ship.
Not fun.
You need to be very careful when dealing with completely unknown engineering problems.
Lieutenant, but you have any idea what's going on here?
Well, there's 2 possibilities I can think of. One is either, if it is the Takan weapon or the Outpost, then there's not much we're going to be able to do from here. On the other hand, if there's some sort of saboteur on board, They might just be shunting the energy away, although where it's going, I don't know offhand.
You best come to ship for such a saboteur if one does exist. Sub Commander Russell to the bridge.
Do we have any answers?
Lieutenant Iran believes it's either internal sabotage, or the outpost has ensnared us in its energy drain. I would suggest try. I would suggest sending out security teams to search for a saboteur while we deal with the other possibility.
Agreed. Once they find the saboteur, I want them brought to me immediately.
Agreed.
On the other possibility, can our Tikan friend shed any light on if that's the case?
It's hard to say at this time. Frolic now looks to the doctor.
Yeah, because the doc's in my care, right? The Takan, the portal's in my care, isn't he?
Yes. You're still engineering because you literally just finished transferring energy into him.
Do I have an idea of how much energy he absorbed?
Some. It's hard to tell. Because this is, you're kind of running off stuff which you've not really played around with before. Let's see, Doctor. Give me a reason science check.
Hey, I'm kind of good at this.
Yes, you are.
Never say you're good at this.
Yeah!
Oh.
I'm just saying, guys, these opening rolls do not bode well.
Yeah!
No.
Like, as soon as I saw my roll, I'm like, shit, it's starting again.
Well, hopefully you're just getting all the bad karma out of the way to begin with, so you don't all die horribly later.
Hopefully.
And at least we're not doing anything too heavy lifting, so to speak.
Right, well, I'm going to eat that threat. Okay. So you are fairly sure that you just pumped enough energy into him to, well, it would probably keep a building charged for a while. Let's go with that. It was not a small amount of energy.
Enough to stabilize him.
Yeah. No, you're pretty sure that he's not in any immediate danger.
Well, I was kind of more thinking that, like, did we pump so much energy into him? That's what's caused our little issue.
Oh, no, God, no.
Or that he absorbed more than he was needing.
No, I don't think so. It's the sort of thing where you and Aaron very carefully monitored all the power flows. I mean, it's hard to tell his exact condition, but your patch is holding. He's not showing any signs of imminent death. Your current power lows are not to do with this guy.
Okay. Well, it's not the portal. I can give you that.
Is there any, can you wake him, Doctor? If that's even possible for us right now.
I can try.
You might be able to give us more answers than we can at this time.
I don't think that waking him's going to hurt it, does it?
How are you going to wake up a semi-materialized energy being?
Very carefully.
Energetic alarm clock?
That's a good question.
Yes, it is.
Wouldn't that be a check for either the Doctor or Euron, given that they were the ones that treated him?
Um, give me a insight medicine check, Doctor.
I have an idea, but we'll see how much my brain can think of, because I'm thinking of just giving him a little bit of a bzzzt.
Zap?
Yeah.
Well, that would require power, which we are kind of low on at the moment.
I have a feeling that if I can still perform medical scans, that individual pieces of equipment still have power, or is everything dead?
Individual stuff works, like your communicators are still working.
Okay, so my med kit works.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. You have quick study, so that's going to help you. And you have xenobiology, so you can use your focus. You're looking at a difficulty of... You're going to set the difficulty at 3.
That would have been a really difficult test then.
Then we got 3 momentum for you.
Actually, you know what? No, let's go difficulty of 2. I think I overgunned it slightly.
All right. Well, then if it's only a difficulty of 2, I just want the 1 extra die. So drop our momentum down by 1. Insight science or insight medicine?
Yep.
Which is actually my best stats.
Yep.
Of course, now that I said that, I'm going to fail miserably.
Yeah, because reason and engineering were my best, and look what happened with that.
Well, let's see what happens.
You get your momentum back. So you scan over the guy and think carefully about what you're looking at and all the readings you're getting. And your conclusion is it might be possible to wake this guy up, but you're really not sure you'd recommend it. Because even for energy beings, sleep is an important part of the healing process. Bear in mind, if this guy was a flesh and blood organic, then what would have happened to him would be the equivalent of taking a gut wound, losing a huge amount of blood, being patched up, and then getting a huge transfusion. Sure, theoretically everything's back in place, but you still got to heal that.
Yeah.
And while it might be possible to wake him up, it could do a lot of damage.
Well, giving him a good once over, we shouldn't wake him up. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if we should leave him in engineering. I'm gonna have to send for a portable bio beds to move him around.
Farewell, Doctor.
Hey, Subcommander,
Yes.
here's a thought. Your ship has just been disabled. There is possibly a saboteur aboard. And the Tacon is entirely helpless. That'd be a really bad time for someone to try and come from, right?
Very bad time. You telling me to have security with him at all times?
Might not be a bad idea.
Sorry. Roll to security. Yeah. Have a team dispatched to engineering to safeguard the Tacon outpost, Tacon portal.
Alrighty. And Doctor, you want to take him to sickbay?
Yep.
Okay. Well, your medical staff and come along and get that rolling. In the meantime, Heron, what are you up to?
Trying to figure out if there's a way to determine, basically trying to figure out if there's a way to tell where the energy drain is coming from. If there's some sort of test I can perform.
Well, all the ship systems are offline, but you still got tricorders.
Yeah,
Could get your engineering team to do an old-fashioned overview of the Singularity Core.
yeah, I think we're gonna have to. Gotta get their tools and let's see if we can track this drain.
Verlag will stick around, given that he's he's another engineering expert.
All right. In that case, which of you, Verloc, you're technically the senior officer, so probably makes sense for you to be the lead and Aaron to do the assist. How do you want to do that?
I think Eron should be the lead, given that he's the singularity expert, and Verlag does not have any expertise in singularities.
Alright then. In that case, let me just double check what figures on each roll. Someday I'll actually memorize what all the stats do.
Verlag may be sub commander, but he has no problem following the lead of another, especially an alien.
Yes, but is Aaron comfortable leading Romulans? There's the question.
Good point.
The answer is maybe.
Alright, I'm going to be requiring insight engineering from you folks.
Okie dokie.
Let's see. You have your engineering team assist. You do have a penalty for no equipment. I'm going to round this to difficulty of 3.
Well, don't we have our tricorders, though?
You do, but you don't have the ship's diagnostic systems.
Right.
I definitely would like to spend at least 1 momentum.
With 1 momentum, you'll be rolling the equivalent of 4 dice because you got the assist. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's Eron's rolling 3 dice and I'm rolling the 1, right?
Yep.
And power systems focus would apply, yes?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Actually, for this role, Vrolak, I will allow your EPS
I was about to ask that.
because you're tracing energy flows.
Yep.
Or lack thereof.
Alrighty. Here we go. Ooh.
Oh boy. Hang
So
on.
close.
I would like to invoke cautious and re-roll that 0.
Ah!
You are greedy. Go for it.
Yeah. Well, we're at 2 momentum. I want to give some. I want to give people something.
Watch this be a complication.
Don't say that!
No.
Ah!
Good lord. Okay.
Way to go, man.
So that is 3 momentum you just generated.
Iran, you son of a bitch.
Alright, it takes a little time to track down the problem. But eventually you do locate it. And would you like the good news or the bad news?
Yes.
Good news first.
Good news. You found the problem.
Bad news.
It is a device which you do not recognize and don't understand the workings of, attached to the Singularity Core. Which, 1, means you're not sure how to take it off and disarm it safely, and 2, means that there is a saboteur on board.
Oh dear.
Rolak looks to Iran in concern for a moment.
Aaron just kind of points. That's not part of the Singularity Core.
Indeed. Even I can tell a lot.
Want another really fun thing?
Oh god.
That's the same metal that the Crusaders use.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah. I kind of saw that coming. Engineering to bridge.
What have you found?
We have found a device that's leaking energy from our core.
So we have a saboteur.
We appear to have a saboteur.
Indeed, Commander, but here's the problem. The saboteur appears to be a crusader.
How is that possible?
Given that there are energy beings, about anything is possible with them. All we know is that there's a device attached to the Singularity Core, and it's of same make as the Crusader scout ship.
Well, for them to be solid, they have to be wearing those metal suits. How the hell could we not see one of those guys walking around?
I'm not in charge of security, Commander. You'll have to tell me.
There's still a lot about these guys that we do not know, Commander, so I would not put it past them to find some workaround with our systems.
Alright. I want an all ship search. We are looking at all decks. Let's find this crusader.
If he's still on the ship.
For all we know,
Let's
they
hope
could have
he
beamed
still
it
is.
directly into place, but that, unfortunately, is in the realm of speculation beyond my purview.
I mean, here's a question to consider. What would they gain by just dropping an energy drain device on the Singularity Core and then leaving?
Well, it's obvious they didn't.
They want something.
Uh-huh. So the question is, what's the next move?
Well, find him.
Yeah, I would say increase security and search for this Crusader if he's still on board. While still keeping security around Portal 63.
Mm-hmm. And can we scan for other signs of that metal?
You
As
can
well
certainly
as
try. That's something you can definitely give to your security teams as they're sweeping the ship.
anaphasic energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can set their tricorders to look for those, yeah. But they'll have to physically sweep the whole ship.
Oh, and Iran, you scanned one of their handheld weapons down on the surface.
Yep.
That information would definitely be helpful as well.
Yeah, I can. I mean, Aaron is perfectly happy to share that information with um, anyone
Security.
who needs it. Yeah, whoever needs it for whatever reason.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Lieutenant, I do believe you scanned the Crusaders' weapons while we were on the surface, correct?
It's not a complete scan, but yes.
That's better than what we had a moment ago. Show what you have learned with security. They might have the more they know, the better they'll have at taking down this infiltrator.
Of course, Sub-Commander. I'll ensure they are updated properly.
Thank you.
Alright then. Well, the good news is you now know that it is a specific device on the Singularity Core. So it might be possible to power up individual systems using power generators if you isolate them correctly.
Could we also scan the device to see to remove it without doing any harm to the ship?
Oh, you can. That's going to take a little time. So I'm looking for immediate instructions.
Well, immediately, Aaron would like to start working on the device. Other than that, probably up to the commander to decide what systems get powered and if they can be isolated from the normal EPS grid.
Yeah, and Vrolak will oversee that.
Alright. What systems do you want?
Cloaking.
That's the big priority.
I think that should be cloaking and maybe sensors. Do we have any?
Alright,
Do we have any sensors at all right now?
no.
Okay.
You are below.
Actually, I would think maybe sensors first thing, because then if someone's coming, at least we'll know.
I would say sensors and tactical systems.
There's a lot of detailed tactical systems, and you don't have enough generators to get all of them up.
Okay, fair point. Sensors, weapons, and shields.
I'm almost wondering sensors and cloak. Unless someone else can explain why that'd not be a good idea.
I'd just go for sensors first and then decide from there.
That sounds like a
All
plan.
right. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, so yes, so Commander, you round up some of the engineering team. Bit of a motley bunch. Romulans,
Okay.
couple of Remans, all that kind of thing.
Grab some portable generators and get to work.
Yep. There's a lot of systems to go through. The Firehawk sensors are fairly decent. So everyone splits up and starts distributing the generators. All right. The backup power systems are pretty much drained at this point. So it's around this point where the lights go out.
Oh boy.
You're down to just emergency lighting. Because It's basically taking all they've got left to keep life support going. So that's fun.
The commander's sitting in the command seat of the bridge, starting to get very impatient and annoyed with the situation.
Rolek instructs the engineering team to work quickly.
All right. It's time for a little ambiance.
Ooh, I like this music.
Yeah, it's kind of eerie.
Well, I mean, it's dark. There could be psychopathic energy beings in power armor somewhere on the ship. It's not good. All right. So, let's see. You're getting the sensors up and running. Doctor, your patient has successfully arrived in sickbay.
Good. I would like to lock down the sickbay.
Sounds like a fine plan. Alrighty.
Make it an impenetrable fortress.
I might suggest you ask your commander first. That way he knows you're not a saboteur creating a stronghold inside his ship.
I'm the doctor. My orders come first. Oh, you'll be notified. It's not an asking though.
Okay, as long as he's notified.
And
Sick bay to bridge. We're under lockdown.
All right.
I assume my engineering team with me has sidearms, right?
Yeah. Destructive vessels are. It's not like a Federation ship where phases are only distributed when they're needed. In general, on a Romulan ship, destructive vessels are standard issue.
I thought so. Just wanted to make sure on that. In case we get jumped by a Crusader.
Yep.
Oh dear. Things have gone horribly wrong in my absence, I see.
Not really. Nothing much has changed. I just turned on the creepy music.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, because we got emergency lighting and it's dark, so...
It's like the episode of Voyager where the Undyne was walking around the ship in the dark.
Well, man. Actually, Voyager had a lot of episodes where something went horribly wrong and all the lights went out. It was just little small groups of people wandering
Yes,
through
I
dark
know.
corridors. Haunting of Deck 12 is springing to mind, actually. Thought that was rather different.
Or when they were traveling through that void of space with no stars.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Anyway.
That sounds
Alright.
incredibly creepy.
So, why am I looking at Turn 6? Character sheet. Sub-Commander.
Yes.
You are repairing things. So I'm going to need Presence Engineering. With a difficulty of... Go with the difficulty of 2. It's a little difficult to coordinate under the circumstances.
True. And I did instruct my team to work quickly, so that could cause some problems for me too.
Oh, yep.
And I assume my EPS focus applies.
Actually, under these specific circumstances, it will.
Seeing as how, yeah, I'm trying to isolate systems from the normal EPS grid.
Yep. You can go for it.
Okay. I'm going to spend the momentum for 3 dice. Okay. Okay.
All right, gets you your momentum back. Cool. Well, up on the bridge, Commander, your science officer is pleased to report that you have basic sensors back online.
And something to add to that, I have a little more power talents. Could that apply as well here?
Not really. A little more power is about the way I read it anyway, more about the ship systems as a whole. You don't have enough to play with to magic more out of nowhere.
Okay.
What's the range of our sensor at the moment?
You don't see anything. There's nothing. There's no enemy ships or anything like that showing up. Everything seems to be as it was.
I'm assuming we don't do not have long range sensors right now, just the short range.
Just the short range sensors.
And I love how that music just went up right after I said that.
Yes,
dun 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 dun.
Like surprise!
There's one cool thing about this. Ship mean you have internal sensors back, right?
Ooh, don't we?
So, Commander Russell to the bridge. We have restored power to sensors. We have short range and internal sensors only, though.
Begin scans for anything that might find our saboteur on the internal sensors.
Excuse me while I roll something.
Oh dear.
Oh.
It's never a good thing.
The DM was sometimes.
Looks like it was the GM's turn.
Wow. Okay, you know what?
Wow.
Fine. I will pay the cost for that. Actually, no. You know what? I can work with this. So yes, congratulations. You have internal sensors back. They you run through a scan, and what are you looking for specifically?
The metal from that we know that they use to survive in their suits and their equipment.
The Crusadium, if you will. I'm sure that'll come up with a better name for it at some point, but that's all that's spraying to mind right now.
Crusadium.
Either Crusadium or anaphasic energy.
Okie dokie. In that case, we're gonna need. We're gonna need someone to roll for the ship.
I can do that.
That is, where am I going? Here I am. Okay. So, so this is going to be a science plus senses roll. You get the 1 dice as usual. And for the crew,
And how about the ship?
That was a sensor science roll, right?
Oh, sensor science. Okay. Ah, well.
okay. That should have been, that's just 1 success. For some reason I gave it the focus when I shouldn't have done. But that's still 1 success, which is good enough. There is only one source of the alien metal which you can find, and hey, look, it's in engineering. Wait a second. Who brought the transporters back online?
Uh-oh.
Is someone
Well,
going to say that, or
I assume I had to pick that up.
Yeah, whoever's doing the internal scans or whatever it may be. Yeah, the transporters are back online, and they're cycling.
Security to the transporter room immediately. Commander, we see transporters are just back online all of a sudden. I believe it may be our saboteur.
yes, I understand it's most likely our saboteur leaving the ship. Correct.
No.
Or they could be invading.
Sensors show news sources of alien metal in the transporter room.
Verlac just swears in Romulan.
So as the commander.
Swears in Romulan. That's a perfect caption for something.
Get all security forces down there at once.
Do not enter the transporter room. Take up defensive positions in the surrounding corridors. These beings are extremely dangerous.
And don't wear red.
Too late.
Oh. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Come on. Sigh. Okay, never mind. Shame that I can't sample music before I actually start playing it for you guys.
Oh.
Works for some things, but it doesn't work for others. I'm trying to remember what all of these individual music cues do. Okay. So, security officers to the transporter room.
Or to the surrounding area of the transport room. Because I don't think it'd be best to have security in that close of space with Crusaders.
Probably not. Well, they don't emerge. Then the internal sensors go offline. Rather, no, that's not quite accurate. They're still online, but someone's at a scattering field.
Frolic swears again.
Engineering, be sure to take the transporter offline. Engineering, take the transporters offline.
How? Because the only way they could have been brought online is if someone eject a power pump generator directly into them. Which, if you recall, all the systems which you were doing that for were being isolated. The only way you're turning that transporter off is if you get in there.
Oh dear.
Aaron, let's see how you're doing with that device.
Alrighty. What do you need me to roll?
I'm going to need some insight engineering.
course you're going to need insight engineering.
Come on, it's not that bad a stat for you.
No, just not my best.
Alright.
Okay.
I will allow power systems for this.
Okay.
And I would like to add that while most of the security is sent to around the transporter room, I've made sure to send at least one security team to the bridge, sick bay, and engineering.
Good plans. Alright. So yes, this is going to be a difficulty of... Go with a difficulty of 2.
Okay. I would still like to spend 1 of our momentum to roll an extra die. Okay. Insight engineering.
Ah.
I would like to re-roll that 0. Because cautious is lovely.
Cautious is important.
Hey, 4.
Takes you up to 6.
Nice.
Awesome.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Yes, this is a power system device. Now, normally, you cannot think of anything which could just suck all the power being generated by a singularity core and store it, which is that size.
Unless
It's the size of a fist, basically.
Unless it's not storing it in that device, if it's shunting it somewhere else.
That's exactly what it's doing.
Yeah.
And
Is it like a subspace transceiver, or is it using some other sort of power transmission?
as far as you can tell, it's taking all the power being generated, using it to power the device itself, which is a neat trick, and then dumping the remainder through the hole in subspace that it's making.
Oh no.
Which, incidentally, is going to make you flare up like a firework to anyone looking on the right frequency.
So we should probably be expecting some Federation cruiser to show up and investigate what's going on soon, I imagine?
Here darling,
Yeah.
that's the best case scenario.
Oh, they've lit us up like a beacon for more of them, haven't they?
Quite
yeah.
so. I don't... Brass Ultra Engineering. Leron, how are you coming with that device?
Well, I found out what it does.
Admittedly,
Report.
also,
One sec.
Lieutenant?
look over.
It's an energy siphon. The device is draining all of the power from the Singularity Core, both to power itself and then shunting the rest through essentially a subspace link. Unfortunately, that's also, well, rather pointed us out to anyone who happens to be looking in the right way.
Lieutenant,
We're lit up like a beacon.
Lieutenant, you have to shut that device down immediately.
I'll do what I can, although I think they already know where we are.
The sooner we can, the sooner we might be able to prevent one of their ships from entering in our space.
I will endeavor to disable this siphon. If I might make a request, though, please try to keep any unpleasantness out of engineering. We could really not afford to have a firefight in here right now.
We'll do what we can, Lieutenant. That's precisely why I sent a security team to your position.
I appreciate that. Well, I'll see what I can do about this. Iran out.
Sub-Commander Russell to Commander Noduno.
Rubs his head. What now?
Lieutenant Iran has found out the purpose of the device hooked up to the Singularity Core. It appears to be a siphoning device meant to open up meant to signal into subspace.
He leans back in his chair. Oh, good God, could this have gotten any worse? Or good profits or good elements, could this have gotten any worse? Got
Your
the three
Bejor
different...
is showing.
What?
Your Bejor is showing.
Yeah. Give me a break. I've been playing that character on Star Trek Online for years. Leans back in his chair and goes, oh, for crying out loud.
I've ordered the lieutenant to do what he can to shut down the device immediately.
We need long-range sensors back online.
Commander, long-range sensors are not going to do us any good. That siphoning device is lighting us up like a beacon in subspace.
I'd like to know when someone's coming, Sub-Commander.
Agreed, but I believe Starfleet ships are the least of our worries right now.
It's least of mine too. I know exactly who they could be signaling with this thing, Sub-Commander.
Indeed, but my point is, they could bring in a ship right on top of us.
No longer in the mood to argue. You just do what you need to do.
Agreed.
In other news, it's now raining.
Yay.
Yeah, it looks like it wants to rain over here as well.
I'm not complaining, it's been way too hot lately. Anyway. So here's the situation overall. Your chief of security is mysteriously absent. Your Singularity Core is offline. Transport room has been commandeered and used to bring aboard a Crusader boarding party. There is a scattering field in place which is playing merry hell with all internal sensors. And, oh yeah, there's a massive subspace beacon right on top of your ship. It's at this point when the Crusaders decide to leave the transporter room.
Like, leave the transporter room into the surrounding area of the ship, or leave as in leave the ship?
As in, leave the room.
Crap.
I can suddenly see like a moment of where Sauron in Lord of the Rings is like going around and just whacking people and they're going flying all over the place and
Huh.
interesting combat music.
Right, yeah.
I I've got quite a lengthy list of music to play for Crusade stuff. It's one which you're going to run into probably in season 2 or 3, which is deeply unsettling.
Oh boy.
Right.
Alrighty.
Let's see how bad our security has it.
That's a fine question. Alright.
Oh!
Well, that's a problem.
As if it wasn't a problem to begin with.
Let's get some appropriate sounds going. So there's plenty of destructive fire, but mostly
Oh.
Are we
You're some
visual?
ass.
Are we visualizing Romulans and Remans and whoever being vaporized?
I
oh
am.
no. You
I'm
don't
just
get vaporized when you're shot by these things.
I'm just envisioning just a general firefight between these armored-clad beings and our uniformed officers.
Oh yeah, and it's not going well.
I could have told you that.
Yeah, your security teams did not roll well.
Please tell me that. Is this outside of where I'm at? Please tell me no.
No, there's
This is outside the transporter room.
a bit of a buffer, but let's see. I'm gonna need to roll a morale check for these poor guys. Alright. Your security teams basically managed to fall back in a loosely organized fashion.
Shaken but not broken.
Shaken but not broken, but you've taken a lot of loss.
I'm not surprised.
There's at least a dozen bodies in that corridor.
Damn.
And as far as you can tell, no Crusade losses.
Naturally.
Here on. Let's see if you can get the Singularity Core back up. 'Cause you're gonna need it.
I have some theories. I was just noting those down so I could keep track of them.
Oh,
Yeah, I was wondering why you were typing.
You are smart.
Yeah. I kind of like trying to go for theory 1. Two might end poorly, but if I can't figure out some way to trick the siphon into latching onto something else, then we might have to go for it.
The problem with option 2 is that it has the very definite possibility of I don't know, causing a Singularity Core breach.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hence why option 3 came up.
In that case, what do we want you to do? I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask for a daring engineering check.
Okay.
You're, I think you might have undervalued daring a little for this character.
Somehow. Normally he's not working under these stressful situations.
That's because you were working in a shipyard.
Yes, well.
All right. Fortunately, you do get power systems.
Okay.
I would ask if I can assist, but I'm not there.
Yeah, you're a little
Where
busy.
are you actually?
Say what now?
Where are you actually?
I thought I was still well, it is kind of pointless at this time. I guess I could have left the engineering team to deal with the sensors.
Well, sensors are basically back up at this point.
But with that scattering field in place, it's kind of...
Yeah,
So-
you're going to have to locate it, and there's two possibilities. Either it's being created by a portable generator in the transporter room, or you have another saboteur somewhere. But the former is more likely. The one good thing about the scattering field is it's going to make it impossible for anyone to use the transporter.
So unless they turn it off, they're basically stuck here, quote unquote.
That's correct. But they don't seem to have a problem with this.
I was gonna say.
I'm gonna say that I left the engineering team to deal with the sensors while I went back to engineering.
Okay. Let's see. So moving to another area of the ship, that'll cost you an action. We're loosely actually let's make it official. We are now in initiative.
Yeah, combat. Makes sense.
So let me just make some notes.
Would I need a roll to make sure I get to engineering safely?
Not yet.
Okay.
Unless the Crusaders start spreading out and like moving to multiple parts of the ship, that should probably be relatively easy to avoid.
Well, remember, they did just overpower our initial security force with deadly force, so it would not be a stretch.
That's fair.
All right. So yes, you move to engineering. Cool. Aaron,
Yes.
you have an extended task ahead of you.
Oh boy.
I was actually
So-
expecting an extended task with this device.
Sorry, what?
I was actually expecting an extended task with this device.
Well, makes sense.
I think this is
So
actually like the
yes.
first time I've run an extended task here, so probably go over the requirements real quick.
All right. Well, you've got work tracks, breakthroughs. You succeed as a task to get to roll on the work track. If you get enough, then you can get a breakthrough. You need to get a certain number of breakthroughs to complete the task.
Right.
All right. So yes, to do this, it is going to be a work track of 12 with 3 breakthroughs required.
Which involves
Your body scores.
Um, all right, so basically what's going to happen, I'll just guide you through it step by step. So
right,
you roll your daring plus engineering.
right.
It's going to be a difficulty of... it would normally be a difficulty of... so it would normally be a difficulty of 2 but it's difficulty of 1 because you have your engineering team advantage.
Okay.
Would I be assisting, or did I already use up my
You haven't
initiative?
arrived yet.
Oh, fair enough.
Moving between sections of the ship is an action,
Fair enough.
so you will be able to assist from next round.
All right.
I've played Shadowrun.
Can I buy momentum or buy dice with
and I
momentum for this
min-maxed,
task?
and
Yep, all the rules. It's all the normal rules for it.
Okay. I have a I guess a thought. I was gonna spend free momentum, get a couple extra dice, and try and blitz out as many successes as possible with the first roll, and then make up the rest with kind of more normal stuff later. So I'm still leaving some momentum for you guys to use.
I'm good with that.
All right.
Okay. So we're gonna spend 3 momentum to buy 2 extra die. Power systems focus does apply.
That's correct. You do also have a complication range of 2 for this.
Okay, complication range is
I mean
set.
it does, but
And cautious is
you
in
have-
effect.
you have-
I would like to re-roll that 17.
Okay.
Note to self: when I update my character sheet,
Hey.
get cautious.
All right. That takes you
So that's
to
4.
6. So you got back everything that you spent.
Nicely done.
So now you roll 7 challenge dice. Because it's 2 plus your discipline.
difficult to balance during
Oh,
the
okay.
playtest.
Alright, that is 4. The resistance value for this is 2, so that is negative 2 on the work track.
Yeah, very badly.
Jeez, this is gonna take forever.
You can spend momentum to do stuff with this. You can spend one momentum to remove 2 resistance, and you can spend 1 momentum to gain an additional point on the work track.
With more.
Thing is, it's like with combat. The magic number is 5. If you get 5, that's an automatic breakthrough.
To be honest,
Okay.
that's not how you balance.
So 2 momentum.
So 2 momentum would get us
resistance.
an automatic.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that sound cool with everybody? That would still leave us at 4 momentum.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'm good.
Alrighty, let's do that.
Alrighty. Cool. Do. So, people who have yet to go. The commander and the doctor.
Right.
So, commander, your main thing is probably going to be ordering your security teams around.
Okay.
So,
So how many security teams have we lost so far? Was just one?
We've lost a dozen people.
We lost a dozen people.
you've lost 3 security teams.
It's 3 security teams. Oh boy.
You have a total of. I need. Where is. There we go. Alright, you have. You had. 8 security teams in total. So now you're down to 4. So,
And there's 1 in engineering. There's 1 on the bridge, and 1 in sick bay.
in addition to those, so you've got. Okay, hold on. Sorry, let me work that for a sec.
Yay, math.
Like, I hope
you
I did.
basically have one I don't know. That's 8 times 4. He lost. Sorry, for some reason I had in my head that the security team was 3 people. It was 4 people. So you lost 3 teams, which means you've got 2 pulling back from the firefight, and you've got 1 in security, 1 in sick bay, 1 in engineering, and 1 on the bridge.
Okay. Next, wait, before I make any decisions. Sorry, my nose. Do we have any idea where the guy who came out is going?
From the direction that they were advancing, it looks like they're heading to sick bay.
Head in sick bay. Which we should have figured that, because that's where the con's at.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how many... So I only have 1 or 2 security teams I can use, or...?
You've got 2 spare, plus the 3 which are currently guarding positions.
Do we have any energy for force fields?
No.
Ah. My only thing I think of is to send, try to send, maybe, how many teams do you have available? Get 1 or 2?
You've got 2 available to you.
And you can also redirect the team on the bridge and or engineering to sickbay as well.
I'm thinking about sending the 1 from the bridge.
Alright.
So 3 teams to try and intercept them before they get to sickbay.
Alright.
I just wish we had some better way of combating them, otherwise we're going to be a morgue ship by the time we're done.
Alright.
Alright, let me see. There's actually... Okay. Alright, so, Commander. I'm going to be requiring a...
My first roll of the game, yay.
Alright, so deploying security teams is a presence plus security check with a difficulty of 1.
Security. Can I use my composure focus?
Given that your people are probably freaking out, yeah.
Okay. Oh, how many momentum do we have?
We have 4.
Can I use 1 to get a 3rd die?
Sure.
What's the difficulty again? Sorry.
It's only a difficulty of 1.
Oh, so I don't really need a 3rd die. Just not that big of a difficulty. Okay, so I won't do that momentum. Because I got my focus. Task roll 2. Focus is marked yes. Presence. Security. Here we go.
Yeah, it's 1.
So yes, you have 3 security teams moving to sick bay, which means there'll be 4 waiting for them. And hopefully we'll be a little bit better prepared this time. And there are a couple of things which you can spend momentum on here for, just for bonuses.
Might not be a bad
Spend
idea.
momentum or threat, actually. No, one of them you could spend either, one of them you have to spend threat. So if you want, you can break out the disruptor rifles.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
That would probably be.
I would say, what do you guys think? I would think equipping all teams with disruptor rifles
Oh, hells yeah.
would be a very good idea at this point.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I thought they were already equipped with them, given how bad the foe that we face.
It was you were kind of scrambling to react to stuff, so
Okay,
that
that's
was
fair.
fast to get them out.
That's fair.
So it'll cost you 1 threat per team to get to equip them with rifles.
So that's like 4 threat.
Yeah,
Funny.
Ugh.
but it is going to give them a pretty sizable boost.
Victory
I was gonna
ability, but I
say.
just
Yeah, I'd say do it.
Let's do it.
All right, and you can also spend a couple of momentum to them an advantage.
We have the momentum. We could probably afford to spend a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Is there any way of modifying our disruptor rifles to somehow at least do something to them?
Not in the time that you have, not remotely, and not with just your.
Do we know anything enough to that could disable his weapon?
Well, I mean, there's like half a dozen of the things advancing on you.
Oh, we're now past just having just one coming towards Sick Bay.
No, God, no. It's the
No,
full, it's the full
we've had-
attacking
Yeah,
from the surface. If it was just one doing that much damage to you, then no, that would be horrifying, and you should just abandon ship right now. But
yeah, right.
Well, I only thought one exited the transporter room.
Nope.
no, it's all. There's 5 of them. That's right. There were 5 survivors of the crash.
Oh, so they brought. I see. They brought the ones up
Yeah.
on the surface. Okay. Still can't find that saboteur.
Well, right now it's those damn Crusaders that are our problem.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. Is after that, I want to make sure
The saboteur found, yeah.
the saboteur is found, and I want the opportunity to interrogate the guy. I really want it. So, all right, let's move on. Disruptor rifles for everybody.
Alrighty.
Oh, another question before we go that. Should we also equip ourselves with disruptor rifles? Like, even though now that since I've taken my security team away from the bridge as well, I might want to have the people on the bridge prepared with disruptor rifles. Is that something we can do, or?
I might say hold off for now.
Equipping player characters with rifles starts getting expensive
Okay.
because you have to burn momentum and threat.
Gotcha. Sorry.
It's cheaper because you're just giving it to NPC teams, but all right. So let's see. All right. All right. Doctor, you're up.
Oh, jeez. So sickbay is well locked down.
Sickbay is well locked down and it has a lot of people in it. So what I'm going to ask from you, unless there's something else specifically you want to do, is I'm going to ask for a control. I'm going to ask a control security check from you. It's not really actually no. Control command.
So that's so much better.
And you will actually get an assist from the security teams in there, so it could be worse. So this is going to be a difficulty of 2, and this is just to secure and fortify the area.
Okay. Well, with the assist, I think I'll be okay. Let me just double click on everything to make sure the roll goes right.
Yep.
Well,
I shouldn't have been rolling as the Crusade officer, but whatever.
oh wait, hold on. I can use my medicine instead of command.
That's right, actually. You have Doctor's orders, so go ahead and re-roll that. Actually, just looking at your dice rolls there, yeah, that's enough. That's enough to pass right there.
So just keep the rolls, change the target number.
Yeah. So, congratulations. You have fortified sick bay.
Because this is my domain, and you will do what I say.
Indeed.
You still potentially got at least one security personnel in sick bay. The one guy that was rather mind probed or whatever on the surface by the Crusaders.
Yes. You in fact. Alright, now Chuck gets a turn.
Shahuk Finlay, who's like totally absent right now. I mean, on the ship.
Alright, that's good enough. Alright, on that note, we are going to take a short break. As the boarding of the Firehawk is coming to its spectacular conclusion.
Woo!
That's it's not going to be the end of your problems.
Yeah, no.
Alright.
Alrighty. Are we all ready?
Yep.
Well, we appear to be alive. In which case, I need to get back to music. Okay, first
Oh.
one.
In 10, we got some nice music here. Ooh, I like this one.
Welcome back, everyone.
All right.
Ooh.
Like I said, I've got a pretty big Crusade playlist.
Out of me all the time.
I dig it.
I very much dig it.
So, Chuck, you've been navigating the maintenance corridors and finally managed to work your way behind the Crusade team because they're a problem. You know what? You have a decent amount of security teams and a decent amount of options, but these saboteurs who are responsible for this need to be dealt with now before they pull something else. And would you look at that? There's a Riemann officer in the transporter room who you're pretty sure is the one responsible for all of this.
All right. Is he currently just in the transporter room trying to look innocent?
Well, considering that this is where all the Crusaders were just now, no, he is busy operating a small device which you believe is generating a scattering field, which is messing with internal sensors.
Okay. Is he in the transporter room though, or where is he?
Yes, he's in the transporter room.
All right. Chuck's gonna head that way and see where what he's up to.
Alrighty. We are in combat time, by the way. So I've got an initiative thing shown through.
Sure.
Guys, Crusaders and security are currently making their way towards sickbay.
So yeah, as I said, he does have a disruptor pistol out. Kind of wary for anyone coming by, but his attention is mostly on that device.
All right. How big is the device?
It's not on loop. It should be on loop. It's decent size. About the size of like an engineering kit, that kind of thing.
And is this the only transporter bay we have?
There are two. The other one is offline. This one was powered up specifically because he came in here and jacked a power generator into it.
All right. She is gonna just meander in. Well, well, well. What do we have here?
Should I ask you for an intimidation check?
That
Sure.
probably help.
All right.
I mean, she's Extel Shiar. It's probably expected.
That's probably going to be. Let's go with present security, I think.
All right. Can I use my interrogation focus?
Actually, I tell like command presence. But It's a little bit of a stretch, but sure, go for it. It's
Right,
gonna
so
be a
command
difficult-
command
yeah.
presence.
That's correct. Not your best stats, but yes, you get your focus. This is going to be a difficulty of. Let's go with a difficulty of 2, I think.
Then we got 4 momentum for you.
All right, I'm robbing the kitty.
How dare you? Just one.
Just one.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
All right. The Riemann looks up sharply, and you can tell instantly that out of all the people he was prepared to meet, you're the one he was least looking forward to. You are definitely the one that he's most scared of on this ship, which is completely reasonable.
Reasonable.
All right. He is actually. He's gonna he's gonna take a shot at you. But oh, hey, look, he's intimidated. So that's gonna be a penalty. Alright, I will spend a little threat because God knows above my stuff. Alright. The disruptor beam narrowly wings past you, but it's just a little too jittery to get a good aim at you. Cool. So, time to get some crusade actions done. Okay, that's enough to get me a threat back. And I'd better make some attack rolls as well.
Oh boy.
Time to find out if all those defenses were good enough.
I guess we'll find out.
How exactly is sickbay fortified? Anyway.
Well, it's a decently defendable position. I'm guessing they just sort of moved stuff around to provide cover, all that kind of thing.
I assume that much, but did they...
Shield doors activated. I know it
Force
sounds like a dumb idea, but activated defensive force fields.
We don't have force fields.
No force fields.
Have them set to activate when we get power. But yeah, moved heavy movable objects in front of the door, had the available security forces ready with their... Moved the patients into more defensible positions.
Yeah.
But your patients really are the Takan and that one security officer from the surface.
Alright, so there is an intense firefight in sickbay. And there there was a lot of fire being exchanged between the two sides.
Needless to
And
say.
one Ulan actually manages to get a good disruptor hit on one of the soldiers, who stumbles back and is actually looks hurt, which does a huge amount for morale, as you might imagine.
Okay,
Huzzah!
so it's the Crusader that was hurt.
Yes, yeah.
Awesome.
And there's one last thing to roll.
But shouldn't that be a disruptor rifle?
Yes, it should actually.
Yes.
Hold on, let me roll another challenge
So,
dice. Okay, it doesn't actually make a difference. But thank you for reminding me.
no problem.
Okay, yes, we are spending some threat on this.
So, what happened to the security teams that were outside sickbay? Are they all dead?
No, they all fortified inside sickbay, because that's the more defendable position.
Okay.
Alright. And... oh dear.
Ooh.
So, that's as far as the firefight goes. But then the Crusader Elite, the one with the big glaive thing, just barrels through and stabs someone.
No!
I had better roll some dice.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's that guy's
That
gonna
looks-
need medical attention.
I was gonna say that looks rather lethal.
Yes.
At
Did it
least
go?
he's in sick bay.
Did it go all the way through him?
Fortunately, it looks like it wasn't on a lethal setting. The energy field which surrounds the blade just knocked him back and gave him some pretty severe energy burns. But he's not dead, but he is out of the fight. And the sight of this monstrosity suddenly in the middle of the battle, yeah, that messes with morale a little bit after that brief victory before.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so back to the top. Aaron, let's continue with that extended check.
Better.
Alrighty.
So, daring engineering. Difficulty 2.
Am I in engineering now, or?
Yes, you are, so you can in fact roll an assist.
Okay.
I would like to spend 1 momentum.
Go for it.
Complication range is still 2, yes?
That's correct.
And I don't remember, but is my EPS focus still in effect here?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Sadly.
Okay.
I would like to re-roll that 0.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see how my roll does.
Well, it takes you up to 5 momentum. Make
Oh well.
yeah, no difference. Alright, roll your work.
Another 7, yeah?
Oh, I did roll the right things, right? Presence engineering.
Should have been daring engineering. Hold on, let me see if
Yeah.
that makes a difference. So
I mean, my daring is 10, whilst my presence is 7.
yeah, that doesn't actually make a difference.
Okay.
Yeah, you still added to it.
You got the success. The only thing that would have made a difference is if you had had a focus on.
Okay. So, what does this do? Oh, never mind. You still has to roll to work. Never mind.
It's rough.
Oh.
Done. Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Alright, that is
It's
That is
6.
You will need to spend a momentum to get that up to an automatic breakthrough.
I think I would like to do that.
Yes.
Do it.
Okay. Lovely. Alright, that is Aaron and Rolak have gone. Carry on. I'm doing this slightly differently from a usual combat. Just keep my head in order a little better. So,
I mean, yeah, it is slightly different because we're kind of working with the ship and dealing with combat at the same time.
yeah, there are other ways to do it, but I'm gonna go a little more regimented than normal. So, Nalduno, Tonsek, Chuck, go for it. Whoever wants to do a thing.
One second, microphone problem.
I'll go ahead and go then. So what do I really got to do? It's just not much.
You don't have a great deal available to you now. I mean, sort of going down there and grabbing a disruptor rifle yourself.
Not sure he wants to do that.
Not really your style. You aren't actually bad with it. Control plus security isn't a bad combo for you. Most is not your specialty.
So is the scattering field down?
No.
No, not? Okay.
Shook has only managed to intimidate the guy. He hasn't taken it down yet.
Huh.
Okay.
And I don't think there's really anything I can do besides go join the fight. I don't think that's my style.
Hold off. Maybe something will show up later in the round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the interim, I can go.
All right, go for it.
She's gonna want him alive. So she's going to move in and engage him in unarmed combat.
Sounds good.
Knock his ass out.
That is going to be Darren's security. Yeah, I'll allow you a focus. It's a little bit of a stretch, but it's close enough. So if you recall from melee combat, is a opposed check.
Yep, I'm robbing the kitty for a third die.
Okay. There's heat.
Actually, I think I'm gonna do it for a fourth die too. Just go for broke. That'll take us down to
One.
I'll take you down to 1. Okay. I am not going to match that. But I will spend some other dice to use his knife.
Why did it only roll 3? Oh wait, there it is.
Yep. Yep, you beat him narrowly, so you get 1 momentum back. Alright, and you're just gonna go for the punch, or do you want to grapple him or something?
Let's go for a punch because I have vicious due to my mean right hit hook, and it's got
Okay.
knockdown.
Go ahead and roll it. Whew.
Whoa.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll cost multiple threats just to stay on his feet.
That's one mean right hook.
Yeah, actually I have to spend 4 threats to not have him knocked out of the fight right now, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. So he stumbles back. He's Riemann. Riemanns are just naturally kind of tough. But it's not like Romulans are weak. So he staggers back, definitely looking a bit the worse for wear. A little dazed, a little unfocused. Doctor, do you want to? You have a patient who needs to leave before you, and you also have people messing up your sick bay.
Right.
You've got some tests to work out.
Yeah.
Sickbay
Well-
got busy all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well,
And
my
not in-
focus.
And not in a way that it should be busy.
Yeah, but my focus is going to be on the patients first.
Right. Let's see. So you are. Let's see. Yeah, you're gonna need daring medicine here. You do have your focus though.
Right.
Um,
Because I min-max like an son of a bitch.
yes, well. So your daring is not great.
It's not. I am not a daring person.
Okay. Well, let me just see. I think there's a specific check associated with injuries. Dee. Alright, this is just going to be a difficulty of 1. Because it was technically a non-lethal attack.
Okay. Seems to be.
And I accidentally hit the back button, so excuse me while I log back in.
Oops.
There we go. Actually, no, my mouse button did that. Come on. Not that I'm complaining.
Alrighty. So. Yeah, I don't know why it double clicked, but
Sure. That gets you 2 momentum back. Alright, yeah. He's gonna feel that he'll recover.
Rub some dirt on it, walk it off.
get your ass back in the fight.
Alright. So now I need. Yeah, Commander.
Well, I was hoping that we would got that guy knocked out so we can bring him in for interrogation this round, but
Yeah.
the Riemann, but apparently he's not knocked out.
Because he's a tough bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is.
Welcome to Riemanns.
I don't know what to have him do.
The Actually, hold on, I'll tell you what. I will offer you a determination if you do actually go down there into the fight.
Okay, you have to give me an incentive. Okay, I'll do it.
He's bribing you to go into the fight.
You have a building party who are threatening to kill the guy who you've been through considerable trouble to get.
So obviously I want to go and join the fight in sickbay.
That's what I'm offering to you.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. I will
Alrighty.
go. I will walk over to the wall. Hit a few buttons where the little thing flips over into the disruptor rifle, and can I do that? Grab a rifle.
Yeah.
Yep, disruptor rifle will cost you 1 momentum and 2 threat.
You guys think that's a good idea?
You're gonna need it.
Let's do it. At least I might be able to catch these guys off guard by from behind.
Alrighty.
As if they don't have senses in the back of their heads.
You will be.
Shut up.
Next turn.
Okay, next turn. Alright, goody.
Alright, so time to see.
Let's see what kind of damage the Crusaders can do now.
Well, first of all, the Saboteur
Oh, right.
is currently in combat. And he is going to spend some threat to swing that knife at you. Alright, so you're rolling daring security to oppose.
Anyone mind if I burn momentum?
Go
Go
ahead.
for it.
How many do we have left?
2.
2.
Ow!
Woo!
Ooh,
That's
that's not good.
That's awesome.
that's
That's
not
great.
ideal.
Well, he hasn't had his bed rolls yet, and we all had them earlier in the day, so.
Fair point. I mean, pretty much all of us started out with a bad roll.
No, I had my bad rolls the last time I played.
Yeah. Didn't you get like double
Oh, God.
complications or something?
He got a 0 and 2 complications.
Yeah. Alright, alrighty, I guess you are getting stabbed. Ouch.
Damn.
So,
This Freeman's got training.
actually, hold on. Difficulty 2. Okay, so that's cool. So no install ones. So so the Riemann staggers back, just shakes his head a little bit, clearly not with it, but he lurches forwards again, and you must have just overestimated how much damage you did to him, because you suddenly look down and there's a knife in your side. Okay. So that is 6 damage. And that is enough to cause an injury. And because he stabbed you with a knife, that is a lethal injury. So, I would highly recommend you spend 2 momentum to dodge the injury. which means that instead you will take a complication of some kind.
All right, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Alrighty, so yeah, you got stabbed. That sucks.
Flesh wound.
He's gonna he should be in a good position to ensure that he ceases to be a problem next time.
How do I mark the damage? Is that going to be under my stress?
Yes, that is the purpose of stress.
Okay.
And yes, okie dokie. So now for the other stuff. Okay. Well then.
I like this look of that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, everyone takes a look at the big guy who just stormed in and panics. But one Ulan just looks over the guy that was just not flying, and you can just see in his eye a moment of, oh no, not this time. And then he actually takes a small step forwards and fires. And the disruptor blast smashes into the armor plating of the elite. Actually need to roll special dice. And he stumbles back. There is a audible sound of something burning out. A large energy flare off the guard, and it looks like whatever personal shield he had just went offline. But that doesn't matter much because he takes another step back, and then the last of the disruptor energy burns straight through the armor.
Oh.
Ooh.
That Ulan is getting a promotion.
Okay. That is the wrong area. I know I've got it somewhere here. Did I not do that? Huh. That's weird. I could have sworn that I had the sound effect. Right, one moment. I know exactly where it is.
Oh, I know that sound.
Yeah, I think you probably would. there is a blaze of yellow energy as it just explodes out of the hole, and then the Crusader crumples.
I don't think they like that very much.
Yes, well.
That Ulan is getting a promotion and a commendation.
Seriously, he just basically took out a mini boss.
He was like a total badass. Stepped forward and just shot right through the guy.
Alright.
Getting payback for his fellow crewmen.
Oh yeah. Okay. And...
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Alright, the Crusaders aren't sitting idle. There is some return weapons fire. But no one actually goes down this time. Just a few
Good.
flesh wounds. It does appear that the Crusader weapons are scary, but blast to blast, a disruptor actually hits harder. Which is useful.
From what I've seen, yeah, they hit harder.
That was a hell of a roll. That was actually, you know what that was? That was one-off maximum damage for an Ulan.
Oh, wow.
Give that man a promotion!
Right.
Alrighty. Which means we are back to the top. Aaron, let's see if you can get power back.
Yes!
By the way, can everyone still hear the music?
Yes.
Okay. Because it's not working for me. I guess because I backed out of it briefly. So, just because it's bugging me slightly, I'm going to requeue it. So, my apologies to everyone for the minor break.
That's alright.
I mean,
Even GMs need mood music. Alright, so, Aaron and Brolak, you know your roles.
Yeah. We're out of momentum.
Yes.
but we could spend threat.
You can have I don't have a lot of
Cautious
stuff
doesn't
left to spend.
Cautious doesn't trigger on threat though.
Oh.
That's the problem.
That's unfortunate. You could let someone else go first and hope to reach some momentum off them.
Let's let the captain go first. Or the commander.
Sub-commander? Alrighty, I'll go first this time.
Oh,
I think he's talking about me.
The actual commander.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
You could, in fact, go in and try to deal with some of these assholes.
Before we do that, I might need his stats for the disruptor rifle.
Right, yes. As of the disruptor rifle, for the moment you can just change the number on the disruptor pistol to 4.
Okay.
That's the main one. The other part of it is that it has the accurate thing, which makes it better when you aim. But you're probably going to be using your minor action to move to a good position instead of standing out in the open and potentially just getting shot down.
Flanking maneuvers!
Okay.
And plus, you don't want to get shot by one of your own.
Yeah,
Oh, that would make the commanders so mad. Airlock now.
Like, watch it be the same Ulan that just so badassingly take down the elite.
Yep, that would wave by my head.
That would be very unfortunate.
Anywho,
Okay, so what am I doing now?
Okay, that would go. So you're looking at a control security check.
Control security.
You do have a few different targets available.
Oh, my security sucks. This is going to be interesting.
So there's there appears to be an officer, and there are 3 basic troopers.
And the officer would probably be the most dangerous target, right?
Probably.
But also
It would
be
normally be a difficulty of 2, but because you have to jump on them, you have a difficulty of 1.
I would suggest spending a threat.
I will spend a threat. Okay. Let's see. I will also like to use my focus of composure, if that works. Well, I guess I also have my Justice for a Lost World. If people are involved in that, that could be. Could that be one?
I will allow that here.
Okay. Alright, so focus is yes. Complication range is 1. Oh, ignore that. 3 dice.
Nice. That actually gets you 2 momentum back.
Nicely done,
Awesome.
said.
So the blast hits him pretty squarely in the back.
What was that?
The disruptor blast hits the Crusader pretty squarely in the back. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Excuse me for a belch. Okay, 7 challenge dice. Is that right?
You. Sorry, what?
7 challenge dice?
No, just
No.
go to the.
No. You're rolling for your weapons damage.
Oh,
So yeah, you just click the button on the weapon thing.
okay.
Whoa.
Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. That hurt.
So, to quote from Avengers Infinity War, why was he up in the bridge to begin with?
Alright, I will go ahead and spend some threat. For a
Fun
moment, it looked
fact,
like my
not
threat-
everyone here has seen Infinity War.
Okay, that's just one little bit. It was slightly out of context, so.
The disruptor blast knocks the officer down. They're not quite out of it, but it looks like you might have damaged some of the components of the armor.
I almost had the urge to say, knock knock.
Here's Johnny.
Alrighty.
Not actually
everyone.
invincible. Yes.
Hey, look, you've got momentum.
Yay! Tasty momentum. Yes.
Alrighty.
Complication range
Well, that's
2.
definitely
Focus.
good.
Yes. All right. Daring
And-
engineering still.
Alrighty.
I've realized what I just did was probably very, very risky because I did that by myself. I didn't have any security officers with me.
Ooh.
Okay,
Alright.
let's see. Let's see how my assist does.
Hey!
Okay, I would like
Nice.
to re-roll that 0.
Nice!
Hey!
That puts you back to 6 momentum.
Hells yes!
Yes!
We are the miracle workers.
Alright, go ahead and roll your work track.
7, yeah?
Yep.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm not even going to calculate that.
You just rolled win. Literally win. It says that right there.
Yup.
I was right. You remember rolling like three failures at the beginning of all this?
Yup.
Got all of our
Yeah.
crap rolls out of the way.
You are gonna get promoted to Centurion.
Isn't Centurion lower than Lieutenant?
No, Centurion is Lieutenant Commander.
Oh.
So, you can very faintly hear all of the and that focuses your mind a little bit because you scanned one of those weapons once, and you don't really want to find out what it would feel like to be hit by one.
I really, really do not.
Which means that you are really intent on making sure that that device latches onto this power generator. Your fingers fly, just doing all the things. And then you just pause, press the button. There is a horrible moment where nothing seems to happen. Then the device on the Singularity Core twists, practically jumps onto the power generator,
Oh god!
and the most beautiful sound starts running through the ship. It's the sound of the Singularity Core spooling up. And then the lights come back on.
Ah!
Lieutenant,
Thank
I'm gonna see that you get a promotion for this.
Oh, it's just doing my job.
If not a promotion, then a commendation, because that was brilliant work there.
It's my pleasure.
All right. Doctor.
Yes.
The Doctor and Chuck. On to you guys.
I would say Shook could take a turn to knock that Riemann ass out.
Sure.
Unless the Doctor has something that he really wants to do.
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
I'm a doctor, not a fighter.
All right. Chuck is gonna reach down to the stab wound, run a finger over it, look at the blood, rub it under her right eye. Then she's going to approach and take a swing at the Riemann.
She's going to what, sorry?
She's going to approach and take a swing at the Riemann.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll it.
I'm also going to knock down 3 momentum since we're full up, just to get myself the extra 2 die.
Sounds good.
This is Darien Security, correct?
That's correct.
Oh!
That's fine.
Alrighty.
So we can rolls.
That is 5 versus 2. So yes, that gets 3 momentum back. I'm going to eat that threat. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah.
How many of those am I re-rolling?
Well, let's see. You roll 4 dice for close combat, so yeah, I'll go ahead and spend a momentum to re-roll some things.
Alright, so what am I doing? How do I do the 2 re-rolls? Rolling 4, I got 2 successes.
I'd probably use the challenge dice as opposed to messing with the weapon roller. So spend 1 momentum. You can re-roll any number of dice. You can only do that particular spend once.
Sure. And I roll 4 because I'm seeing 5 on the 3D die.
I am looking at the wrong character sheet.
Aha.
Yes, you are correct. That should be 5. No, that's 5 dice, so you should be re-rolling 3. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, there's still 4. You literally need to spend just 1 more to bump that up to 5, which is a guaranteed injury.
Yep. Let's do that.
And since you already dodged 1, you can't dodge another. Alright. You can see as the Dreamer's expression of "ha, gotcha," as he releases the knife, turns into, "Oh,
Shit.
I just screwed up." And then he's getting a intimate meeting with the deck as your fist just slams him down, unconscious. Excellent.
That's 1 threat down.
Yes, it is.
And we have him for interrogation.
You do.
So, Commander, Commander, you are gonna have a field day. Well, Commander, you're gonna have more of a field day.
Alright. I guess we have the last of the firefight to do, so.
Oh, Chuck's gonna have a lot of fun. Her focus: espionage, infiltration, survival, interrogation, dedication, and meditation. Her talents: constantly watching, mean right hook, interrogation, and veteran.
Whoa.
Sounds like the commander would just be happy just to stand back and watch. Or maybe we'll play good cop, bad cop.
Oh, and one of her values is the ends justify the means.
Alright. So, the lights are back on. Their big champion is down. And,
Their officer has taken a shot in the back.
yep. This is... your
Suddenly
security
not
officer
looking so good.
decides, no, we're done. We're going to take out these assholes. You thought that You thought the Romulus was done? Hell no.
You just pissed us off even more.
A couple of them do go down to return fire, but the storm of disruptor blasts quickly ends the fight. The three basic troopers all soon after scream and explode as their armor is breached. The officer attempts to fight back, but his armor is not quite breached. Some clever soul manages to just send enough charges into the armor to disable it. Which means you have 2 prisoners.
Nice!
Feel like, oh.
And as the dust settles and the charge in the air of disruptor blasts just slowly fades, everyone breathes.
Thanks to the elements.
The commander comes up from his position and just kind of surveys the room. Doctor, is everything all right back there?
Things would be better if we didn't have these Crusaders blowing up the place, but we'll survive.
So, Commander Russell, hang on. To Commander Telkek.
Report.
As you are likely aware, we have gotten the Singularity Core back online.
Very good. We have just secured sickbay.
Excellent.
And we have prisoners. So let's prepare holding cells.
Indeed.
Is there anybody... I mean, we know one person that's in need of medical attention who's not at the sickbay yet. Is there anybody in sickbay that's in need of medical attention that I see?
The dude who got stabbed?
Yeah, there's a few security officers who are going to need some treatment. Nothing too extensive, but there doesn't appear to be anything life-threatening. Let's go with that.
So, well, until Chuck Finley gets there, the doctor's gonna focus on doing whatever minor first aid he needs to, and then as soon as he sees Mr. Stab Wound, he's gonna say, all right, you inside, everybody else out.
Just to make sure there were no survivors in the little assault outside the transporter room.
There's like a dozen bodies outside the transporter room.
I just wanted to make sure they were all dead. So I would like to say that Commander makes towards that area to kind of survey the chaos.
Sub Commander Volak is gonna head over there as well.
Are we out of combat?
Yep, you're all done.
All right. Chuck's gonna report in that she has a prisoner and that there is some sort of device in Transporter Bay 1, and she is going to drag the prisoner down to the brig, punching him in the head occasionally to make sure he stays unconscious.
Not at all, because he stabbed her. No, there's no personal element here whatsoever.
No, what are you talking about? That was just business.
Not. Of course not.
That was just business.
Think nothing of it.
It actually is not because he stabbed her. It really is to make sure he stays unconscious. She will get stabbing punishment later because she's going to be interrogating him.
This is true.
Yes, well.
You know what the nifty thing about modern medicine is? They have little things that automatically stitch up like wounds, so you can stab someone, stitch them back up, and stab them again for a long
God.
time.
That's not being sadistic.
Okay, Mr. Cardassian. I'm pretty sure that's what they did.
More or less.
That does sound like a Cardassian technique. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Tal Shiar. I feel like the Tal Shiar and the Obsidian Order must have had like regular meetups to compare notes.
Probably.
I mean, the Obsidian Order did give the Tal Shiar a run for their money.
I am not saying that I have abused death save mechanics in 5th edition D&D and lay on hands with an evil paladin to interrogate someone, but I have totally made a DM cry.
I think I remember you telling me about that. Oh dear. Alright.
But on his Vrolek notices Shuck Finlay carrying the Reman, like, I see we have a traitor. And by the elements, where have you been?
Getting stabbed and stopping him from impeding our transporters.
I see.
As far as you can tell, the only indication that she got stabbed is the fact that there is actually a stab wound that's bleeding. She's not wincing, she's not limping, she's not giving any indication of that.
You know, Vrolek notices the wound. Do you need to have that looked at, Sub Commander?
Later.
Understood. Vrolek continues on to the transporter room, but takes a moment as he acknowledges all the dead bodies around outside the room.
The commander is just standing outside the transporter room, looking at the bodies and getting really, really kind of angry.
Alright, we are getting along a little bit, so I'm going to fast forward slightly. You get the ship cloaked and moved away from where it last was, just to make sure that nothing comes looking. The subspace beacon has been suitably deactivated in the scattering field, which turns out was nothing alien. It was just repurposed Romulan equipment that has also been deactivated. Overall, it could have been a lot worse.
Oh, hells yeah.
Worse. And it's given you a unpleasant taste of what things might be like if Portal was correct and there's an entire army of these things coming. 5. Just 5. The crew of a shuttlecraft.
Was able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Vrolek suddenly has a gravely concerned expression now.
Yep. But you do have 2 prisoners to interrogate, and you have the portal, who will hopefully be able to provide you with some more information at a later date.
Okay, I want to throw something in here real quick.
Go for it.
All right, Sub-Commander, let's set up a temporary morgue facility in a cargo bay. There's obviously not going to be that much space inside of sick bay for all these bodies. Let's do our best to proceed with burial rituals.
Indeed, Commander. These men did not deserve this.
Well, we didn't deserve to lose our home world either.
Indeed. Though, I fear this is only the beginning of our loss.
Sometime later, in the brig, the Riemann comes around. We are going to get through the interrogation sequence before we close up, because this is going to be the end of the interlude, and I want to dump some information on you guys.
Okay.
So, Commander, Chuck, I believe this is your cue.
All right. She is going to get the medical kit. And have him. She's going to start with the Riemann and have him actually strapped down. And she is going to give him a stimulant to wake up while he's strapped down.
Well, he definitely wakes up, struggles against restraints for a moment, and then settles back and gives you a baleful look.
Quick question for Chuck. Does she have those Tal Shiar mental probe things that we saw in Deep Space Nine?
I'd say probably not, given that she left the service.
Yeah, she hasn't been an active agent for a while now.
But wouldn't those be something that could be on board anyway?
No. Don't have enough. There's basically no Tal Shiar
Equipment?
Tal Shiar gear in Phoenix.
Okay.
Take all the fun out of Romulan interrogation.
She looks down at the Riemann. Did your handlers bother to tell you who I really am?
He doesn't respond out loud, but he has a I don't know and I don't care kind of expression.
Good. You're brave. I like the brave ones. She strokes his cheek. I just want the last thought that goes through your head before you die to remember the last living thing you saw was Sanra Hakarth.
Okay. I'm going to want a. Let's go with a presence security roll. You have all the focuses. You're going to have all the focuses for this. You don't get your talent yet because you're not actually asked to, but you will eventually. So
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it. Difficulty 1. Okay. He knows that name. Now he's scared.
She looks to the medical kit and very carefully selects the laser scalpel. For a second to verify it works. Then walks over and just slightly cuts his arm. She waits a second for it to start to bleed a little bit. Then she goes over, puts it back in the case, grabs the laser sealer, and goes back and reseals it.
He basically doesn't react throughout.
So now that you know how today is going to go, and how you're going to end, what was your goal on this ship?
I am going to require another one from you. It's going to be the same difficulty, same. Okay. Blah. 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 Okay, so, present security. Yeah, okay. No. No, he's scared, but he thinks he's tough enough for this. He's a Rayman. I mean, you know what kind of shit Raymans to go through.
She's going to go back to the medical kit and pull out the laser scalpel again. And she's going to make another cut. And this time she's going to stick her thumb in it.
Ugh.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna coming down to difficulty 2 at this point.
Yep, I'm going to burn a momentum for 3 dice.
No.
Okay, gets your momentum back.
And it's a succeed in an interrogation. So I actually get 2 momentum out of this, but 1 can only be spent on the gather information.
Yes.
Very nice.
So effectively, you get to ask 2 questions. Yeah, that hurts. And of course, you're an old hand at this, and this isn't the first Raymond you've worked with, so you know just the right nerve clusters to tweak. He doesn't scream. He's tougher than that, but he does squirm. I had orders from the gods.
And who gave you those orders?
Vandrix.
Can you type that out in chat?
Yes. I'll do it right here. Matriarch Vandrix.
Does that name ring a bell?
No. It wouldn't.
Next question. What were your orders? Did you have anything to do besides monitor and plant that device?
They wanted to know everything about this ship. They felt that there could be an irritant.
Well, they weren't wrong.
Did Vandrix have you report directly to her, or were you going through an intermediary handler?
I am gonna need momentum for that.
Alright. Spending momentum.
Okay. He winces as you shift your thumb. Handler.
Let's spend another momentum. Who?
I'll actually keep that as part of the same momentum because it's
Okay.
more or less the same question.
Part 2 of the question.
Commander Lotretha.
And does that name ring a bell?
Yes. Yes, it does. She is the commanding officer of one of the Phoenix's deep cover scout ships, which has been lurking in Romulan space for a while. If she's corrupt, that has some unpleasant implications.
She's going to remove her thumb, and then seal the wound. And then she's going to go, with him still tied down, aware, with the security field fully engaged and everything. She is going to go report to the commander, what she's gotten so far.
Okie dokie.
Wasn't the commander with her, just standing off to the side watching this happen, or?
Probably not. I was saying he could be, but it really wasn't. I was going to say maybe I'm in the other cell looking at or at least outside looking at the other cell with the Crusader.
Well, for his part, the Crusader is the Crusader is up and standing again, and just staring right back. Hasn't said a word.
And I imagine he probably won't.
If he's right next door, then Chuck's going to walk over, indicate she wants to speak to him outside of the holding cell.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to guide him once he's out over so that they're looking in on the Reman, but make sure that it's silent so he can't hear what they're saying.
He nods. He's still looking at the Crusader. He nods, then moves over with her. What'd you find out?
She looks at him and says, "Look at me. Occasionally look at him, but only look at me when you speak. We don't know if he can read lips, what he's transmitting, or anything like that."
Looks at her, transmitting.
You never know. They are psychic.
Fair point. Looks back at him, then looks back at her.
He's here under orders of Vandrix. I don't know that name. However, his handler is Lotretha.
You would know that name as well, Commander.
I would know the name. Would I know Vandrix by any chance?
No.
Just being higher authority? Okay.
Spoiler alert, Vandrix is a Crusader.
Okay.
I thought she might be. I just did not want to ask. I thought you
So,
would.
how would I, besides the other commander being in the convocation, would I know her or know that person from any other reason?
Just as another officer in the Phoenix, basically.
Are you telling me this commander is working with the Crusaders?
Me? No. Him? Yes.
He eyes Riemann once a bit more, looks back, then eyes over at the other cell, the Crusader. I don't have any idea how I would interrogate that man.
I'll move to him next. If you would, stay out here and watch. I want him to see another set of eyes.
Alright. Proceed.
She heads back into her patient.
Alrighty.
This time she's going to take out his knife that he stabbed her with and inspect it. Is he watching her, or is he playing stone cold prisoner?
Stone cold.
And we're talking about the Crusader here, right?
No.
You're back at the Riemann. When I was saying I don't know how to interrogate, I was talking about the Crusader.
Yeah,
So
that's why she said he's next.
okay, I was curious why you went back in the other one's cell. Okay, I was confused.
She's going to take the knife and very carefully position and then shove it through his shoulder socket between the arm bone and the shoulder.
Ouch.
That made my shoulder hurt.
Yeah, that does actually provoke a small cry of pain. Not quite that tough.
When she leaves the knife in, steps back and looks. So, my friend, how long have you been working with them?
Two months. If you recall, it's been 3 months since Hobus.
And why did you join with them?
They promised. They promised ascension.
Do you know what they mean by ascension?
They will raise those who are worthy from their mortal shells and give them new cloth.
Did they start in mortal bodies and then ascended? Is this true for all of them?
He doesn't respond, but it looks like he genuinely doesn't know.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to word my next action.
Okay.
She's going to use the medical kit and actually remove his ulnar collateral ligament.
What?
It's a ligament in your elbow. It's what keeps the elbow bending properly. Common reconstructive surgery among baseball pitchers. But once you have the ligament replaced, basically anytime you do anything that's stressful in the arm, because you can replace the ligament, but anytime you do anything stressful in the arm, there's a chance the new ligament will sever. It effectively means he'll never be able to use his arm again.
Jeez.
Well done.
And that's why she has medicine fork.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna ask for a control medicine check there. And yes, you can have your interrogation focus, you crazy asshole.
It's not like she's really concerned if she messes up, but...
Dear God.
You might as well be clean about it. Clean and professional.
You sure you're not Cardassian?
I mean,
I'm honestly not sure that being interrogated by a Romulan would be better than being interrogated by a Cardassian.
I was gonna say, it's like, honestly, between the Obsidian Order and the Tal Shiar, it's like, neither of them are good people. Please tell me you're not just finding that out now.
No, I'm not finding that out now. I'm just saying the Tal Shiar are like more, like, I mean, until Star Trek Online, of course, so we're more like attacking the mind psychologically and all that. Cardassians, that's a whole nother ballgame.
She intends to let him live. This is
Also,
all psychological.
Also, to be fair, her Karth, Samra is old school.
Yeah, I gather that much.
Like, she was doing this long before they had all those fancy neural implants. Have a momentum back, you're back up to 4. Alright, what do you want to ask now?
When is your next report due?
When the Firehawk returns to port.
And Latritha will be there?
If not, then there is a frequency to use.
She holds the ligament up and says, frequency?
He gives you the frequency.
I want you to think and remember that on this day, you did not die. And she walks out.
As you leave, he does yell something after you.
What's a yell?
The sun will.
Well, you'll get to learn to clap one-handed then.
God!
Gosh.
Dear God!
I thought what I wanted to do was bad. I was going to have one as soon as she walked out there, have my guy just vaporize him.
That's a mercy.
Yeah, well,
That's why I'm not doing it.
it's the 1984 principle. Sometimes it's crueler to let you live.
I'm just happy that Doc wasn't there.
She's a strong proponent of dueling to the pain.
Vrolak is glad. I'm glad that Vrolak would have been objecting like nuts.
I guess that's
She
why
goes over
me
to-
and the security officer are the mean ones.
She's gonna go ahead.
Next, brought someone like Chuck on board. Because sometimes you need people like that.
Yeah.
I see it's done.
She goes over to the replicator, orders a hot chocolate, grabs the hot chocolate in her free hand, and walks over, still holding the ligament, to the Crusader's cell, and enters sipping her hot cocoa.
Oh my goodness, you're a sadistic woman.
I'm sorry. Have you met this woman?
No.
The Crusaders just slowly turns to follow you. They don't have a face exactly. It's just like a glowing area with no features, but you're definitely being watched.
She tosses the ligament down at his feet, then just goes and sits on the bed in the holding cell, crosses her legs under her, and sips her cocoa and looks at him.
Calmly reaches down, picks up the little scrap, inspects it for a moment. There is a tiny sound, almost like silk tearing, and then he drops it as it disintegrates.
She looks at him and says, "Do you have a name?"
Yes.
Very good.
Hold on, I need to find the generator. I have a name. Do you?
I have several. You may call me Sonra.
This is the Crusader now, right?
Yes. Well, Sandra, this will be interesting. You are to be commended. Your troops were effective.
Oh,
I hire nothing but the moderately decent.
He just continues looking at you. I fear you will find it difficult to conduct interrogative surgery upon me.
Oh, I wasn't intending to. I'm just enjoying my cup of cocoa. Would you like some? I can get you one.
What is it that you are after?
I'm kind of a dinner and a holosuite type of girl, but I'll settle just for knowing a little bit about your people. I figure you're not going to tell me anything about your mission. That's fine, and I don't really know how to prod you for the answers to that. But knowing a little bit about you would be nice.
All that you need now is that we are coming. Those who cooperate will join us in eternity. Those who are unworthy
We'll get arrested.
Those who are unworthy will be harvested. It is the way it has always been.
And by harvested, you mean what? Killed? Had nutrients extracted from our bones?
Nothing so crude. But the process is somewhat lethal.
And when you say ascend, do you mean like yourself?
Yes.
Out of curiosity, you're what? Energy being under all that armor?
That is our form.
Contained or uncontained, are you formless without the armor?
Without the armor, we dissipate and become one with the galaxy. My comrades outside are now dead.
Very well, then. And she gets up off the bed and walks out.
You are bold to come in here. Alone. Unarmed. I could have harvested you right there. My shell, my cloth is damaged, but it still has the potential to drain to drain lower life.
You see, the thing is, and this is something I don't think you really grasp. While you may have killed me, or harvested, or whatever you want to choose to call it, there is a price for that. And while I will not be there to laugh at your eventual, inevitable demise, I know that my people will destroy you. And I can live with that. That is the nature of dedication. She just walks out. Once she's out, she re-engages the field, looks at the commander, and says, I recommend handing him over to the science geeks. They can take a look, see what they can learn about the armor, and see about creating a containment field. And then we can just let him bounce around as energy.
And there, we just about have it.
Good work, Commander. Or good work.
Sub-Commander.
Yeah, Sub-Commander. And are we dropping the pretense now of Chuck? Nope. I've obviously heard you say your name several times now. Sonara.
Well, you'll be the only one that knows it then.
Fair enough.
All right, we have run over a little bit, but I think that hopefully that will provide us some interesting hooks to consider for later.
Well, we had a slightly long break because we were waiting for 10.
Yes, well, any issue. Next time on Among the Embers, we will officially be kicking off Season 2 and returning to the USS Nightingale, where your allies in Phoenix will provide some very interesting information, probably without revealing exactly how they got it. But we will continue to dig into the mysteries of the Crusade, and with any luck, finding a way to stop them from invading and making a mess of everything.
Woohoo!
So yes, all to look forward to. We may not be live next week. I believe that our good captain will be absent, and I have someone coming to visit actually next week, so I might want to save Saturday to hang out with them. But we will definitely be on the week after,
Yay.
barring accidents. So we do hope that you will all join us then among the Embers.